because if I could throw punches and just be, that's not going to do anything.
Right.
You know, I have to be here, make sure my legs are in it, so that explosive. That here, I can, what I'm thinking when I'm lifting is I'm thinking, ha, 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 and coming right back.
This is Mark Bell from SuperTraining Gym. SuperTraining Gym, the strongest gym in the West. I'm here today with my friends. Got some super friends over here. We got Marleen, who's a boxer, a 2-time world champion. So don't anybody get out of line. Got my boy Phil DeRue here as well. We're gonna go over some deadlifting. We're gonna show some sumo deadlifting and some conventional deadlifting. We have some bands on here, and I wanna kind of show you guys how we can implement bands, and Phil can talk about this a little bit as well since he trains a lot of fighters, how we can utilize bands for athletes to help make them more explosive. Phil, you mind kind of filling us in on why some athletes would utilize bands or chains or accommodating resistance?
Yeah, the accommodated resistance helps you have acceleration throughout the entire bar path or the range of motion necessary to increase force. So again, when you have a guy that's highly explosive like a boxer, the goal is to almost let them produce as much force throughout the entire range so they don't have to feel like they have to decelerate the bar. Again, with the bands too as well, if you're doing multiple sets, either with a deadlift or a squat, bench press too in general, you get the overspeed eccentric, so you can increase that stretch shortening cycle, which is important when you're talking about combat sports because we have to have the ability to relax and contract as fast as possible. So that's one of the reasons why, or a couple of the reasons why we use it.
We're gonna show sumo and conventional, but I'll have Marleen start out with a sumo deadlift first. And first, I'm just gonna kind of watch her form. She gets trained by Phil, and she looks like she knows what she's doing. I've seen her lifting on Instagram, lifting up some pretty good weights too, so form's probably gonna look pretty good, I'm thinking. There we go, nice. Good. Good, you can relax. One thing I saw her do, which she already warned me about on our podcast, is she said that she has a tendency to not get her lats tight because you're used to what?
Relaxing, explosive.
Yeah, you see how fluid she's able to move her? I mean, you guys if that haven't thrown any punches might not understand. That looks so cool and that looks so professional. Like I'm a big lug. I'm not going to be able to move like that. To be able to relax your arms like that it's a professional thing. It takes many years, it takes decades. And so now we're asking her to do the opposite, and she needs to kind of tighten up her lats. If you wouldn't mind, we'll have you just do maybe like a 5x5 or something like that. Just do a couple sets and reps so people can kind of see it in real time. Your hips don't need to go that low. Try it again. Come up without the bar. Oop. Leave the bar on the ground. Leave the bar there, stand up. Okay, go ahead and grab the bar. Bring your hips higher, up.
Am I doing it?
Nope. Go ahead and grab the bar again. And yeah, what's happening is you're squatting the weight up.
Okay.
Just a tiny bit too much.
Okay, so I'm too low.
You're a little too low.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, your back is flat and everything looks great, but you're squatting it a little too much.
Stay over the bar a little more.
You still are going to want to come back, and right when you come back is right when you're going to want to go up. Kinda. You're getting there. Good. Start over again. And see if you can keep your hips high and then pull your hips down. And once
Can you position me? Like, can you
yeah, I can. Yeah. Yeah, once you start to try to rock your butt back, as soon as you get into position, and you're going to pop up. Okay? Mm-hmm. Don't hit my foot. Yep. And then right here. Go from there. Yeah, there you go. It's just a small difference.
Like a second, right?
Yep. Yep. Go ahead and bring your hips up high. Hold on to the bar and bring your hips up higher. Higher. Bring your hips up really high. Okay, and now you're going to duck down into position, and I'll tap you when it's time to go, okay? Bring the hips down, push the hips back. Whoop. That actually shortened the range of motion up a ton.
Yeah.
But it was a little too severe because
Okay.
now you had to use too much lower back.
Okay.
So straighten out the back again, get the lats in there. Yep, and then you're going to come down, and you go right from here. Yep, that's it.
Oh, I
There you
get
go.
it.
Yep, you got it now. Yep,
I get it.
you got it, but you
See,
just
it's like, so it's like the pole.
you want to just stiffen your back up still a tiny bit.
Okay. But it's rocking back a little bit
Yeah.
before I push, before I used to go up. The cues
Yeah,
are really important, I know, because we've done this.
right.
But because I'm mostly in this position,
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean, getting this
Right.
position, I need those constant reminders.
With implementing some of this, some of the band training, some of the box squats, some of the speed work, how has it felt for you as a fighter? You've been fighting for a long time.
Yeah, well, for me, a lot of the control, not losing the control when I get up and having the band pull me back down, making sure that I stay engaged and that everything is still on and that I'm controlling everything going down. Because with my punch, I throw, I got to control coming back. So same thing here, 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 here. And I got to make sure that I have that control and that explosive, you know, maintaining the power and everything, but still maintaining the velocity and also the control. Because if I could throw punches and just be, that's not gonna do anything.
Right.
You know, I have to be here, make sure my legs are in it, so that explosive. That here, I can. What I'm thinking when I'm lifting is I'm thinking, ha, 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 and coming right back.
So has it
I
maybe
think that's
helped you
what
get your whole body into
for
it?
sure. And my core. You know, I think bracing and make sure I maintain the brace. That's something that I don't really.
This
do
kind of
here.
forces you to do it, yeah.
Exactly.
I always say power means nothing without control with a lot of my guys, especially the heavyweights, because they're just like, ah. You know, I'll tell like a bunch of the heavy hitters, you know, the guys that knock people out with one punch, you want to make sure that you have that ability to control and then recoil, come back, and be ready to fire again. The thing with the bands is that at the end range, they're able to lock out and squeeze as abruptly as possible, right? So we're getting a large amount of stability there in lockdown. And again, it's not that this is going to simulate a fight sequence. Obviously, it's not. What we're trying to do is enhance strength qualities that correspond into the sport itself.
All right, there you saw how we do it with some of these speed deadlifts, how you can incorporate it into any sport. Strength is never a weakness, weakness is never a strength. Catch you all later.